is. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
It was me, pal.
They've got the ball in a great spot here,
That's
already inside the red
me.
zone following that fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Honestly, dude, I don't got one. I don't know what they call this one. This is one of those in-between buys.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
Yeah, you know, Facebook happened.
But he does reach the 5. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Elliott.
Jesus, didn't stand a chance.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's
What's the
Schultz.
flag?
Holding offense.
Of course it was.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's
it was 4.
Right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Gonna get the ball
Ezekiel
back.
Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty
The tail end of my
lead.
schedule has been bad teams. We're going to go up against the fucking Eagles in the divisional playoffs.
Following the
We're on
touchdown,
the wild
here's
card
Marr to kick it away.
so far, according to the pitchers.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Yeah, they need
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
The way this fucking defense is playing,
4
dude.
yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete.
Trash.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. throwing now. Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. Opposite. Check. Alert. Kill.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I rolled the worst
Well, we
dice
saw a
that
lot
keeps
of
going
negative
out.
plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on
Happy
EA
holidays.
Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
I love a big bang right now.
Quick hitter here. It's
Trash.
complete. And he'll
What are they
be
gonna do,
brought
kick
down
it?
inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jaguars. Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And out now come the Cowboys. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott.
Wide. Not wide open. That's not what I meant to say.
A potential
Stupid
game
throw.
changer, but it falls incomplete. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game. Because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
I fucked up big time.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Lawrence throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
That's a big injury right there, dude.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What a fucking turd. They're going for it. They gotta go for it, right?
Block it, opposite.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going for it all.
Oh, my God.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Jesus,
that is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
My man Steve Radley.
Forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You put money on the Ravens tonight, fam?
It's showtime, baby.
Are you shitting me?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Stradley had me all distracted. How are the racing gloves, Stradley? Are they keeping your hands
Well, hang on here a second.
safe from
Looks like
chafing
a Jaguar in
when
some
turning
obvious
the wheel?
discomfort from that last play. The medical staff is going to come out
Blistering,
here
if
and
you
take a
will.
look, and we will take a short break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Lawrence on Lawrence.
Again, his 3rd sack
Lawrence on
of the
Lawrence
afternoon.
violence.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Bozak.
Let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback.
Let's go.
That's going to be one when he flips.
That's
on
a
the
user
tape. He's like,
pick.
I shouldn't have thrown
That was a
ball."
user
No
pick.
doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training.
I
So
had
he's
to hit
got
him
to
with a
take this
Mr. Krabs.
feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms,
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
4 straight. We're going to the Super Bowl tonight.
Marr on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Yeah, Nickelodeon, if you're watching this, let me know.
Following the touchdown, here's
bring it
Marr to
back.
kick it away.
Not a very good Mr. Krabs.
And bring it out to the 25 as
I try.
Agnew elects for the touchback.
I fucking try.
Come on, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He barely
And
got
he's
that.
upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Lawrence. Quick
Get
throw
shit outta
knocked
here.
away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's incomplete,
What's
but
the
there
flag?
is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage
Bring
and
it
field
into fourth.
position
You don't
are
even
keys to any
rerun a
game
play on third.
But you've got to consider downs when you're talking
Mr.
about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Flushed out right. And too much juice.
What a time to be alive, buddy, I swear to God.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
They had the hatchling and slasher. We had the, what was the hatchet man?
So they tried to go
Something
for it
hatchet
for pride,
man.
but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over.
The
a
Revenge
while
of the
ago.
Hatchet Man?
A give to Elliott.
Something along them lines. Elliott just making moves!
Inside the 15 he goes. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of
What
the
the
football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much
This
time
fucking
left. Well, they took what
defense
little time
all
was on the
year,
clock
dude.
and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point
You
on
know,
their
we
win
lost
with that
3.
score.
But this
Extra
defense
point by
all year.
Moore, up
Shelby!
and good. And this
Thank you
one
so
was
much for the
over a
like,
while
fam.
ago as they just add
How
on
are
to
you
that
doing
big
tonight?
lead.
It's all right. I see you type my name in all caps. I had to respond in all caps. Call upon your hatchet, man. We almost made it to Blockbuster, buddy.
Start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take
Almost
over
made
here.
it to Blockbuster
It's
with
been a
that one.
struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they
God, it
haven't
was
been
such a
able to put
simpler
points
time.
up, but
I feel
really
like I'm starting off a
stringing
movie,
yards
but it really
together has
was.
been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Why are they taking the time
And
out?
with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
What a play.
2 seconds
Wow.
left on the clock.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw
They're
is
gonna
not
punt it
for
after.
every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Yeah. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made.
You need some of that Yankee yelling to get you to sleep, fam.
In the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.
Yeah, you guys are terrible today against my defense.
So for Dallas, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11.
We remain in the hunt for the first-round bye. Trayvon. We got the Eagles. Let's go. Trayvon Diggs has been upgraded. Of course he has been. Going into week 16, team meeting for a rematch. Let's go. Yeah, we got to beat the fuck out of the Eagles. They beat us the first time. Let's go. Not gonna let that happen in our house.
Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star Stadium, a very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, baby. Good.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaunt, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this
sacks,
Cowboy
19
team
interceptions.
They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice run of recent 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown
playing
victory.
our asses off.
They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
I love that podcast too, buddy. I swear to God. Then shut up, Shelby. You shut your mouth.
The holiday holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities. And this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the
I'll throw up on you right now. That's really what you want.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. The numbers for
Look at
Sanders
Jason
last
on the
week,
ground.
22 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
From the 31, Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman.
Out of bounds, bitch.
So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae
They're fucking
Smith.
double teaming my
And he's
dude
gonna
down
have
there.
the Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Terrible.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts.
Catch the fucking ball, Parsons!
He was hit just as he let that go. Now it's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd
Nope.
down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not today, pal.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession.
19
Dak
hits.
now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you
Unbelievable safety.
Be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses.
Odell Beckham Jr. got involved. Looks like he's only going to get even better.
punt has already come to play here at safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Wow.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency and go play action and go for the big shot.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's fucking
He
good.
had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I believe in my defense.
They needed to come through with a completion. Now, drive is starting with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was right.
Are you kidding me?
End, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Up to midfield.
Get off my boy Turpin. Get off my boy Turpin. Let's go.
To score points with that big time return.
Get off my
From the
boy.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022.
Christmas Eve.
Big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day
Go for
tomorrow.
it, bitch.
I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And a loose football.
Get the fucking ball! Holy shit,
and these guys are going to take over at the 31-yard
Malik
line.
Hooker, baby, let's go.
And this is where you need the quarterback.
God, I needed that.
Back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it.
Dude, those plays are the worst. I can't do them anymore.
We're going to see less design runs like that. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. On On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Dude, this guy keeps getting injured. Now I'm starting to think it's a ploy.
Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, bitch. And this will remain a 5-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, man?
Dude, I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And now the throw here is incomplete.
They got to punt it, right?
Come to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one.
Look at -8 for them, -7 for me. -8 for them, -8 passing yards for them, -8 for me.
On now to punt it away.
Defensive game, man.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Prescott on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A game there of 30 big ones.
30 big ones.
Play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Needed that, dude.
Ezekiel Elliott. 15th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit as they head out to take over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm playing on PS5, fam.
Find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And there's the former Cowboy, Cole Beasley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But it looked like they marched to the end zone as a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But
What's
there
the
is
flag?
a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Do I accept it or do I trust my defense?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Kick me the fucking ball, pal.
Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
That's a loser sack.
Got him once again. Never got him more. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Fuck the Eagles.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
This is how it should have happened.
He's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. 1:54 left
Who's
on the
injured?
clock here in quarter number 2.
It's 2-minute warning. 11-4 Chiefs, huh?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension.
Oh, no!
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Fuck!
And the Eagles are going to get the football
I did
there
that.
as he gets
That was
this
me.
up to the
I did that.
38-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus
God,
the
that
postseason,
hurts.
the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a
hurts a
playoff
lot.
spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So still 14 yards to go, second down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Shut up.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Let's go.
And we're
Too
down
much
to
pressure
8
on him.
seconds now.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll square it just outside of the
Hail Mary
30-yard
time.
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on
Cardinals
what's going on
and Bucks.
around
We
the
need
NFL.
them to lose, and we need to
Some great games
win.
coming up on Sunday, highlighted by one.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down carry by Elliott. Jerron Harmon makes a tackle. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Modest.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Penetration.
Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Elliott running right. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's able to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Prescott.
Oh my fucking God.
The pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in though, and it's 4th down.
What the fuck was that?
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Dude, I will lose this game right now.
You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far.
I will delete this game right now.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The ball don't lie.
We have seen this
ball
before,
don't lie.
and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the
ball don't lie.
You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
We're in the 3rd. I thought we were in the 4th.
Inside give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Done playing with
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second down and goal. Prescott.
Off his fucking head.
It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I put the kicker out there. Shut up.
Look at you, man of the people.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent.
It's not going to be enough.
Look at the smiles on that
I'm
side
an
of the
idiot.
field. It's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there,
The village fucking idiot.
right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Outside pitch
Eagles
run.
offense making their way back out.
20-second delay. I wish I would have heard that sooner.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, there's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
get them out of there.
Games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, he went on and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the
Tell me that's in there. What was there? Holding, dude?
So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I couldn't have said it better, buddy.
They're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 3rd quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 5. Just under 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Should kick the field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.
Give that guy a race.
And maybe finish things off.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Boost his paycheck by $6 million.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Nail in the coffin.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Boston Scott. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
Nail in the coffin.
Get that hands team ready.
This is where I need JR.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick.
Touch it.
And they've got
Stupid
it. They
idiots.
recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go down.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Oh, my God, stop running it.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Down, Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
Again.
And I don't think this
Why?
has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Boy, a third miss of the game right there. By rights, they could be high and dry right now, but instead, this is still a ball game.
And defensively here, you can't let this affect you. You've got to go out and do your job, not worry about someone else's.
Hurts. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
That's
and the
right.
Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Bing bang.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. From the 6. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Cowboys, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
No denying this defense this year. Ring ting ting-a-ling. No. We'll take it. Let's go. 17. There we go. First round bye, bitch.
I tell you what, that is big news right there. That's a big blow to this offense. Even though you saw Odell Beckham Jr. step up in his absence, Zay Flowers going to step up now, but you're talking about somebody who's also a leader in the locker room, somebody that Lamar Jackson, anytime he gets in trouble, when he starts scrambling, who's he looking for? He's looking for his blanket, a la Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. He's one of the best in the league. Heart goes out to him, prayers go out for him, and hopefully he'll come back strong.
Such a huge loss for them. He had 6 receiving touchdowns. The other receivers, Adams combined, had 7. So no surprise that is a huge loss for them. But as they showed tonight, they're still able to put up points, and our thoughts go out to Mark. All right, plenty more from Baltimore when we return.
We just gotta keep winning. We're almost there, dude. I can't wait for that fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer to come out.
Know that the best rate for you is the rate based on with all because you know that just because it fits in your household doesn't make it to go. And you're definitely not doing okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that. With all three, you're connected to a rate. Introducing new Domino's rewards. Now you earn free Domino's every 2 orders. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Like free Parmesan bread bites, or a free stuffed chicken, or a free medium 2-topping pizza, or even free. One day, you might realize it's time to switch things up. And that's what being a member is all about. Because when you're with Amex, it's never a question if you'll make it happen. It's wrong.
Come on.
It's week 17
Thursday
of the
night.
National Football League. Up next, we'll see Ryan Tannehill as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Titans and the Cowboys under the lights on Thursday night.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Wow, dude.
It's caught inside the 25. And
What a fucking embarrassment. We should have had him 3 times.
Wow, first play of the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
The Texans.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we've got time. Let's go ahead and work it downfield. Oh, you got a big play against us? We're coming right back to you. And it didn't go the way they envisioned.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 99 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Haskins trying to pick it up. Down right around the 25. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense?
Buddy, I wish I could tell you.
Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Cowboys have got it back to the score. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what we can do.
There's small egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam.
Stop kicking to him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3.
You just got to stop kicking to him.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring out 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards.
Goddamn, you hear that goddamn 300 shit?
Well, After an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Got his man, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Go. And his guys will set up shop.
The defense is just absolutely
50-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Right to him.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, we're going to accept that.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Michael Gallup. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
I had to do that.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
It didn't go down how I thought it was going to go down, but
following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing
fucking
well,
Henry
you just
is
worry
a
about the things
goddamn
you're doing
beast.
well and let the opponent deal with that.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Needed that.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
Needed it so bad.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-time touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Needed it.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Pbr'S. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side.
Gilmore's out. Come on, man.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw is Tannehill. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this
defense, man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Jesus.
But it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Stop playing with
Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people out of blitz.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And
Jesus Christ, dude.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shake it up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him. And we'll step aside for a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see it?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Marr on for the extra point. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Final minute now in the third quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. Fires a slant, completes it to Tolbert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
4 yards on pickup. 2nd and 6. 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Prescott yet again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On first down, it's Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw, Tannehill. And this one complete to Doolin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Pbr'S.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Prescott down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Titans now.
Mike, what is good, fan? Thank you so much for the like,
pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they got to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Zeke!
Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. Open man is Pbr'S, and he's got him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide.
It's a win.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Dallas, they continue to show their playoff.
Yep. Continue to show it. I can't stand you, fam. I love you to death, but fuck off. Yeah, they're fucked. We got that number one. All right, I'm out of here. Jesus loves you, so do I.